What's going on, Aries? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having an exceptional week so far. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just incredible, Aries, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Harris has brought you here. We're in for an amazing journey. Because it's General Energy Weekly Spread. Alright, I'm feeling energetic this week there, Aries. I don't know, that one felt pretty good. Dance moves have been feeling really decent there, Aries. I've been digging it. But, a little behind the scenes there. But with this weekly spread, whenever you have to come across this video, there may be some messages in here for you. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force a reading kind of situation, okay? So with all that being said there, Aries, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Crystals, feeling lovely. Just great energy all around here, Aries. Now, I'm going to pull a few oracle cards from this deck here, and then we will get some details with the tarot. But before we jump into this thing, Aries, these readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? And in case if y'all were curious, the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But also down below some links for some other readings that I like watching there, Aries, and also a link for an astrologer that I like watching that. I just filled up that description box, so definitely check that out for that stuff there, Aries. But let's go ahead and get into your first card here, because Scorpio got this card too, which is the Soulmates card there, Aries. And I'm with that. And, you know, I feel with the Soulmates energy here, Aries, that if we haven't been in, let's say if we're not in a relationship, I feel that there is this the energies are trying to lead you to open up your heart in a sense. I love how these penguins, look at this one's got this heart with the keyhole in, and this one's got the key in that lovely Aries. And I feel if you open yourself to all this loveliness that's going on there, this could potentially bring some soulmates into your energy. And I just don't mean in love, so get your, you know what I mean, Aries. But this could be maybe for romance, if we're looking for romance, or maybe even in friends. Maybe this could be maybe even finding, however this may look, in this deep connection that's forming here, and which it makes sense because I was telling Scorpio this too. Little and yeah, the soul. No, not so much. But Venus is going to be moving into Scorpio, depending on when you're watching this yesterday. Yeah, she just literally. Well, actually, as I'm recording it, she just entered not too long ago, but. So relationships are taking on this deeper, more profound energy now that we've gone from, now that she's moved from Libra into Scorpio. So, and I feel too, here, Aries, just with where your ruler's at, Mars, it being in Sagittarius, in that expansive type of energy, I feel that even forming these kind of deeper connections here could unlock different opportunities for you, and getting you to, I feel like it's like fulfilling you in a way that you hadn't thought that, could be not necessarily possible, that you just hadn't considered before. But let's go ahead and get some tarot on this, Aries, and see what's going on here. Ooh, interesting, Aries. Okay, I'm with it. So you have... How fascinating. And they started off with the Hanged One, too. How interesting. So you have the Page of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Ten of Cups up right here, Aries. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles and the Hanged One in reverse. You know, with the Page of Cups being here again, there's this really kind of open-hearted energy that's coming through here. Something that I feel could really change your perspective in a way that Aries bring you a this sort of, I feel like, new ideas, maybe new inspirations, new sort of passions here with the Knight of Wands. A chance for you to gain this, make whatever I feel your Ace of Pentacles is kind of come true there. Because I feel maybe for some you might be entering a stage of collaboration, possibly. Maybe we're joining some sort of group, or maybe we're just thinking about. And if we're not joining any sort of like that sort of thing, Aries, this could just be a great energy for you to get out and do some sort of socializing there. Getting that, the Knight of Wands is giving this sort of gregarious energy. This for me, the Knight of Wands is Leo energy, and I feel there is this thing of you kind of shining bright there, Aries. Look at you all, this look at this bright halo, this energy aura that you're giving off there. Because I feel too, it's like with this Ace of Pentacles, it's just like maybe we've been offered maybe like an invitation to go somewhere, or it just feels like that we haven't been maybe taking advantage of some opportunities here, Aries, and it's time to, I don't know, get out there and just get this reinvigorated type of energy. And I even feel with the soulmates here, it's giving me kind of like the lovers vibes in a sense. But the one of the energies that comes through with the lovers is always like your higher self for me winking at you, and I feel that it's taking that inquisitive energy that this key is giving off, Aries, and unlocking some deeper parts of yourself, kind of going within maybe some neglected areas that have been, that are just in need of some of that, need of some love, some care, some Page of Cups type of energy there. But this could even be to Aries. I feel like for some there's this opportunity to potentially maybe think about starting a family possibly, and if so, I mean, congratulations, Aries. But if we're not like it's only this Ace of Cups here that's giving off this sort of apprehensive type of energy, and just maybe we're not sure what that means per se when we're going from that, taking that kind of casual relationship, that, I don't want to say casual, but that that sort of light-hearted energy when Venus is in Libra, as opposed to getting, now we're taking things deeper with Venus and Scorpio. It just feels like there's an opportunity to kind of take things a bond and build it a lot deeper here in this. Hmm. Yeah, it is something to think about there, Aries. But let's go ahead and get another oracle on the mix here. Let's see what's going on here. How interesting. All right, so keep in mind, Aries, I do a pre-shuffle prior to this, and you see me shuffling here, but you got the Here and Now card, Aries, and that's really fascinating because Scorpio got the same. They started off. It was reversed. They started off with the Here and Now, and then ended up with the soulmates there. So that is very fascinating. But this Here and Now is, I feel for you, Aries, is this appreciation of the present moment. Because I feel with your ruler being in Sagittarius that there is a lot of opportunities for growth and expansions in life, in love, in whatever it is that you wish here, Aries, Ten of Cups. But I feel that it's paying attention to how we may be, how we're utilizing our energies in the present, what lessons that we've learned from the past, to get that sense of wisdom in order to take advantage of this ocean of abundance that is around you here, Aries. Look at this mystical energy, you man, mer woman, you mermaid, whatever, aquatica. Moving on, but I'm feeling for some just being mindful and being, because I'm getting like a Six of Cups energy here, where it's like being, just being aware of being caught in the past here, Aries, and letting some sort of past thing stop you from manifesting this future. Or I feel even the idea of the future, because they're grand, this Ace of Pentacles. There's a mountain on the horizon. You got this whole garden there. And that's a big pentacle that's coming out of the sky. And that's some big dreams that I feel you got there, Aries. So to not to let that get you in this place of nervousness, but to let that, try to turn that energy to excitement. Knight of Wands there. Get that, let that get your heart ablaze, and to keep that. And I feel too, Aries, just with that Knight of Wands, since that we were talking about that being like that Leo energy, that fixed fire, you being the cardinal fire sign, or expert at just starting up a project, getting things going. But I feel there is this, how we're sustaining that in the present, how we plan to sustain that is going to be kind of vital here to make advantage of, or to take advantage of these wishes, this Ace of Pentacles, things like that, Aries. But let's get some tarot on this. Thank you. All right, Aries, let's see what's going on here. Huh, that's so weird. I was feeling that I should have said something. But you have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse here, and then you have the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Four, well, a lot of swords, Four of Swords, and then the Knight of Swords here, Aries. And so I feel with this that for some, I feel there's this not knowing where we. I feel like it's not like we're almost, for some, like not seeing things to fruition. It's like we'll get something started up here with the Knight of Wands, and then I'm not sure if it's something where we're getting our head there, Aries, or it's something that we just sort of kind of fall asleep on, or just sort of just kind of lose interest in. But I do feel there is that need to just kind of follow through on some things, and to see something, I feel like, a lot bigger through, because I feel like it can bring about more than what we're thinking. And I might get a little bit more on that Seven of Pentacles there, Aries, but let me get a little bit more on that first before we move on, or before I get into this. Oh, and there you are, Aries. So you have the Seven of Pentacles. It's clarified by the Queen of Wands in reverse, and then we have the Three of Pentacles upright. And that's sort of what I was feeling, Aries. It's like this. The Queen of Wands can be one that is a bit impulsive, just sort of just kind of starting things up without really kind of thinking their Aries. And I feel that maybe for some, it's not necessarily that we're in a jam, but I feel like that we're keeping ourselves from. It's like we're not becoming this expert energy with the Three of Pentacles, just sort of jack of all trades, kind of master of none. That here with this, like, see how this Seven of Swords here, he's just kind of picked up a bunch of swords, but just kind of leaving some stuff behind there. I feel there's a need to kind of meditate on the actions that we're taking here, Aries, and to really kind of see things through. Because I like that you got another Knight here, a little more fixed energy that's coming through. And That's one energy, but I feel even with this now with this Eight of Swords here too, that I feel there's something either like this past energy or this future maybe thinking there's some sort of anxieties here that are keeping us from maybe really investing in something, putting in that work. Maybe we had a past disappointment, maybe something didn't come to fruition here, and I feel there's a need to kind of calm that anxiety or that stress or that disappointment, and use those especially if it's something maybe from the past, to using meditating on that and figuring out what went wrong and what wisdom that we're coming to, or that we can like glean from that in order to take to what am I trying to say, to get further along with whatever this is that we may be kind of wanting to pursue here again. Maybe this is love, maybe this is a project, maybe this, whatever this Ten of Cups, Ace of Pentacles kind of thing is there, Aries. So, very interesting. Alright, Aries, but I think I'm gonna leave that one there. Alright, let's get your last oracle card here. Last little bit here. Thank you. Alright, Aries, so you got the fork in the road card here, which is interesting because this is the 13th card in this deck, which is Death card, which is Scorpio energy here. And so that might be something that might be relevant for you there, Aries. Maybe you got a little Scorpio in your chart, or maybe you're dealing with a Scorpio, but you are, I feel like might for some may feel like you're at this fork in the road here though, because it feels that if you are at some sort of crossroads here, Aries, and you're not, this Queen of Wands, not sure where her heart is trying to lead her to next. Again, Four of Swords, kind of sit there in this kind of meditative place, kind of take a moment and pause for a second and really be here and now, and asking yourself, what is it that you really want to pursue? Where do you want to invest in and put in some work? What are some things that you really feel that you can see through and that would keep you inspired and not just raise your vibrations, but I feel other vibrations there too there, Aries. And I feel that even just because of how you got that little pocket of swords there, that was a lot of thinking energy here. And so I feel like, again, try not, if you, especially if you're in a sort of like stressed out type of energy, try not to let that do that. See, and I know that's easier said than done, Aries, but finding different practices, maybe while we're trying to figure things out, what can we be doing with our time in the meantime? There's nothing we can do about the future yet. The past is already done. So it's just like, what can we do presently in order to make the most of this time that we have until this energies get moving. But let's get your last tarot. Oh, stop. Well, actually, don't stop. Keep going there. Oh, wow. Okay. Let me get your cards here. But, see, be mindful of what you manifest. But here's that Death card. There's Scorpio there, Aries. So, that's fascinating. Get this card here, Aries. Where'd it go? Oh, there you are. Alright, Aries. Oh, Major Arcana City. I'm with it. So you have the Three of Cups upright here, Aries. And then you have the Magician, the Wheel of Fortune, the Justice card, and the Death card in reverse here. And let's switch back over because that's a little aggressive. And let's talk about Scorpio since we've been kind of alluding to them most of the reading. I feel with this Death card being here, Aries, is that something is trying to change, and it's like we're not sure where that direction is going. We've hit this sort of this sort of this wall in a sense, and this feels like there are forces kind of bigger than you kind of at play here trying to, and that's why I feel like it's like listening to where things are trying to guide you. These the answers that you're looking for are within, but I feel we may be looking elsewhere with the magician being in reverse to try to get something figured out here. But I also feel with this justice card here that there's something that we need to, in order to get the desired effects that we want or the desired outcomes that we want, that it's how much energy that we're putting in towards that thing. Because when I was talking about that sustaining stuff, it's like we made, for some, it felt like we were kind of starting things up and then it would sort of fizzle out eventually, with some maybe lose interest, whatever that may be looking like there, Aries. And this can be, these forked in the road type of situations can be a tough time here, but this can be a time for you to maybe get out there and maybe talk with, because I mean, Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups, very kind of socializing, again, collaborative energy. So you could maybe meet up with some friends, kind of talk about these kind of bigger things you may have plans, or these, we know that there's a change that we're wanting to do, but we're just not quite sure what direction, how to manifest that. And let me get a little bit more with the Justice card before we close here, Aries. But I do feel like we've reached, maybe even for some we might have reached this sort of stagnant point in a sense, and now it's yes, honey, get the energies moving in a sense. Change is coming here, but and again, that's an energy to celebrate, absolutely, with the Three of Cups. But if we resist it, then that's when things get tricky. But all right, let me see what's going on with this card here. And the Justice card is clarified by the Six of Pentacles in reverse there, Aries, and that's where I was feels like we have to, if we're wanting more, we have to give a bit more to whatever this is. And maybe there's some decisions that, some maybe tougher ones that we need to make, that in the present it may not feel so great, but it's going to work out for the future. It may feel, changes can be a little uncomfortable, but it's ultimately leading to this expansive energy here, that you're manifesting abundance, or at least you got the tools here with the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune here, can manifest this change. But But yeah, I think I'm going to I think I'm going to leave that there, Aries. So little something to think about. Just sidebar here, Aries. Got this Callie. This the goddess Callie that's on this death card here. I actually have a little thing of Callie over here. So this is a little sidebar there, Aries. I always love when Callie popped through on this deck anyway. But now that just even adds a little extra meaning there. But if any of that resonated with her, if you like that, Aries, give it a thumbs up, and share this, Aries, if you know someone who's been yeah, either this connection with connected with people on a deeper way here, because again, you got the Three of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, or there's this need to be present with what we're going to do next, because we're at this fork in the road, we're not sure what to do. So yeah, share this, Aries. And then subscribe there, you magician. Hit that bell button to get notified on all these videos each week. And then last little bit there, Aries, if you have any Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, come on over to the Chariot and Friends. I do videos Monday, or no, I don't. Yes, I do. I do videos Monday through Friday there. We discuss lunar shenanigans, and it's a good old time. And all that housekeeping is down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here. Ooh, look at you, so I can get you out of here. And one of your cards, Aries, you got the Four of Wands, Venus and Aries. Venus and Aries. Yeah, we got the Four of Wands here. And that's interesting, Aries, because with that four of wands there, this can be, look at these two here celebrating here. This could be a card of marriage, and you got your soulmates here. You got your people around celebrating you, or this could be maybe even Aries that we might be going to maybe some sort of wedding or maybe some sort of social gathering here. So be open to that. That could even possibly bring about some, either maybe you'll run into someone who can maybe help you get you out of this fork in the road, or just even enjoying the moment of just celebration there, Aries. Because this is kind of giving me this in one of these other decks. There's one of your cards is that 108 Oracle deck. One of your cards is the Cake card, and that's like a card of celebration, graduation, things along those lines. So we're coming up on the end of the calendar year, so there's a lot of things that we can be getting ready to celebrate soon. I've been, Aries, oddly enough, and this I feel like happened before. I've been getting these like whiffs of spring in my nose. It's very, very fascinating. But so I feel like, who knows, Aries, something could be blossoming here. But but let me get your other oracle card here so I can get you out of here. But one other thing too with the Four of Wands, Aries, that it can be a card of completion. Coming to this like it's a portal card in a sense. It's just like, what are we going to do? What's the next phase of this wherever we may be at on this journey here? So just something to think about there. Oh, and interesting. All right, Aries. So you have the Stag Spirit here, which is a card of leadership, and I mean you're great leaders, Aries. But this Stag card here it's giving me very much your card, the Emperor, where there's this need to I feel it's either because you kind of have this sort of group energy for some we're getting ready to get into this sort of where we're leading this group dynamic in a sense. Like maybe you're starting some sort of new project, maybe you're joining like a sports team, or maybe even starting up a leadership program there, Aries. Who knows what that looks like? But I do feel the Stag Spirit too is like asking, what do you look like in your power? Look how strong the Stag is. What do you look like in your power? What does that mean here and now? And then how does that going to influence your choices in the future there, Aries? So that's interesting too. I like that. And I like that too. You reduce 39, 9 plus 3 plus 9 is 12, hanged one energy. So a lot of enlightenment that can come maybe for thinking about these, maybe even being in some sort of leadership energy, or maybe we're taking a class, or maybe it could be vice versa. Maybe you might be the student there, Aries. So really learn how to getting your skills of manifestation. But I think I'm going to leave that there, Aries. A little something to think about, but you stay safe out there. Being present with these decisions that you're making, the soulmates that you're bringing on there. Very curious energy that's been going through so far. And you raise your vibration through the roof. Yeah, because this is really dope, Aries. I like where this is going. We just got to figure out where it's going. And I will catch you on the next one. Later.